I don't know. I just don't know.
Quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate here.
Okay, so what have you got?
Me?
Yeah. Have you hit on anything? Let's hear it.
Ping. Draba. Foot. Inglewarp. Carcinoma. That's as far as I got.
I like the foot.
Yeah, it's kind of onomatopoeic.
I don't know. It feels to me like it needs some punching up.
Well, you can always throw in a few jokes later on. You gotta get the through line first.
But do you think it's Hamlet?
Don't ask me, I'm just a chimp.
Hey, could have given us a clue or something.
Yeah, or a story conference.
But that would defeat the purpose of the experiment.
I know. 3 monkeys typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet.
Right.
Completely by chance.
And Dr. Rosenbaum up in the booth is going to prove it.
But what is Hamlet?
I don't know.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
You know, this is really stupid.
Have you got anything better to do in this cage? The sooner we produce the goddamn thing, the sooner we get out.
Yeah, sort of publish or perish with a twist.
But what do we owe this Rosenbaum? A guy who stands outside those bars and tells people, that one's Milton, that one's Swift, and that one's Kafka. Just to get a laugh?
And what is a Kafka anyway? Why am I a Kafka?
Search me.
What's a Kafka?
All his four-eyed Frencher think it's a stitch.
And how are we supposed to produce Hamlet if we don't even know what it is?
Okay, so the chances are a little slim.
And this from a guy who's supposed to be smart? This from a guy at Columbia University?
Well, the way I see it, there is a providence that oversees our pages. Rough draft them how we may.
Well, what about you, Milton? What have you got?
Let's see. Of man's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden tree whose taste brought death unto the...
Oh, that's good. That's got rhythm. That really sings.
But is it Shakespeare?
Who cares? He's got real voice there.
Does Dr. Rosenbaum care about voice? Does he care about anyone's individual creativity?
Well, let's look at this from Dr. Rosenbaum's point of view for a minute.
No! He brings us in here to produce copy, then all he wants is a clean draft of someone else's stuff. We're getting peanuts here to be somebody's hack.
Look, why don't you just buckle down and get the project over with? I mean, come on. Set up a schedule for yourself. Cite for a couple hours in the morning while you're fresh. Then take a break. Let the old juices flow. Then do a couple more hours in the evening. And then retire for a shot of papaya and some masturbation. What's the big deal?
If this Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on word processors, not these antiques. He's lucky he could get 3 who type this good. And then he treats us like those misfits at the Bronx Zoo. I mean, a tire swing? What does he take us for?
I like the tire swing. I thought it was a very nice touch.
Well, I can't work like this. No wonder I'm producing garbage.
How does the rest of yours go, Milton?
Oh, what, this?
Yeah, read us some more.
Let's see. Whose taste brought death unto the Blamagam, Bedsocks, Knockwurst, Tinkerbell. What do you think?
Blamagam is good.
Well, I don't know.
What? Is it the tone? I knew this was a stretch for me.
I'm just not sure it has the same expressive intensity and pungent lyricism as the first part.
Well, sure it needs rewriting. It's a rough draft. Oh, lights are on.
This bit.
Are you watching?
What?
Are you watching?
I don't know. I can't see. I have got my paws over my eyes.
What?
What's the point of this?
Why do they videotape our bowel movements?
What? Lights off. So how about you, friends? How are you doing?
Well, KKKK, KKKK, KKKKKKK.
What is that, postmodernism?
20 lines of that.
Instead of fuck up his data.
20 lines of that, and I went dry. I got blocked. I felt like I was repeating pissing myself.
Do you think that that's in Hamlet?
Look, I don't know what I'm doing here in the first place. I'm not a writer, I'm a monkey. I'm supposed to be swinging on branches and digging up ants, not sitting under fluorescent lights for 10 hours a day.
It sure is a long way from the gardens of sweet Africa.
Oh.
Where lawns and level downs and flocks, grazing on tender herb, were sweetly interposed.
Paradise, wasn't it?
Lost.
Lost.
I'm trying to deal with some of that in this new piece, but it's still pretty close to the bone.
Just because they can keep us locked up, they think they're more powerful than we are.
They are more powerful than we are.
Just because they control the means of production, they think they can suppress the workers.
Things are how they are. What are you gonna do about it?
Hey! How come you're always so goddamn ready to justify the ways of Rosenbaum to the apes?
Do you have a key to that door?
No.
Do you have an independent food source?
No.
Well, call me a collaborator. I happen to be a professional. And if Dr. Rosenbaum wants Hamlet, I will give it a shot. Just remember, we're not brain surgeons, we're not astrophysicists, we're chimps. And for apes in captivity, this happens to be a pretty good gig.
What's really frightening is that if we stick around this cage long enough, we're gonna evolve into Rosenbaum.
Evolve into Rosenbaum?
Brush up your Darwin, baby. We're more than kin and less than kind.
Does anybody have a smoke?
Yeah, I'm all out.
Don't look at me. I'm not gonna satisfy those voyeurs with the old smoking chimp act. No, thank you.
Don't be a sap, Swifty. You gotta use them. Use the system.
What do you mean?
Watch me. While I put my antic disposition on. See? Galois, too, my fave.
They should have thrown in a Cupid doll for that performance.
It got results, didn't it?
Yeah, sure. You do your bonzo routine and get a Galois out of it. Last week I totaled a typewriter and got 3 cartons of Marlboros.
Yeah, trouble was you didn't smoke them, you took a crap on them.
It was a political statement.
Well, you made your statement and I got my smoke. All's well that ends well, right?
It's the only way we know they're watching.
Huh?
Yeah, we perform, we break typewriters, we print another page and a cigarette appears. At least it's a sign that someone out there is paying attention.
A resident philosopher.
What if one of us actually does write Hamlet? Here we are sent down to prove the inadvertent virtues of randomness and to produce something we wouldn't even recognize if it passed right through our hands. But what if one of us actually does it?
Will we really be released?
Will they give us a key to the city and a ticker tape parade?
Or will they move us on to Ulysses? Why did they pick Hamlet in the first place? What's Hamlet to them, or they to Hamlet, that we should care? Boy, there's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely?
Hey,
The pangs of despised love, the law's delay.
calm down, will you?
Hey, have a banana.
I wish I could get Rosenbaum in here and see how he does at producing Hamlet. That's it.
What?
That's it. Forget about all this random Hamlet crap. What about revenge?
Revenge? On Rosenbaum?
Who else? Hasn't he bereft us of our homes and families, stepped in between us and our expectations?
How would we do it?
Easy. We lure him in here to look at our typewriters, test them out like there's something wrong. But we poison the typewriter keys.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure. Some juice of cursed heaven spread liberally over the keyboard ought to work like a charm.
Great.
If that doesn't work, we'll envenom the tire swing and invite him for a ride. Plus, I challenge him to a duel.
Brilliant.
Can't you see it? In the course of combat, I casually graze my rapier over the poisoned typewriter keys and a hit! A palpable hit! For a reserve, we'll lay by a cup with some venomous distillment. We'll put the pellet with the poison in the vessel with the pestle!
You know, I gotta get back to work. The man is gonna want his pages.
It's not a bad idea.
What's the matter with you guys? I'm onto something here.
I don't know. I think it's hopeless, Swifty.
But this is the goods.
The readiness is all, I guess.
Damn straight. Just tell me when the K button gives out, honey.
You two serfs, go back to work and I'll do all the thinking around here. Swifty. Revenge.
Where was I? Stucco Schwans. Oh, Tinkerbell Stucco Schwans. Hemorrhoid. Yeah, that is good. This is good. Stucco Schwans.
Act 1, Scene 1. Elsinore Castle, Denmark.
Hemorrhoid.
Enter Bernardo and Francisco.
Pomegranates.
Bernardo says, who's there?
Bazooka.